Hey, and welcome back to the Impact of Business Coaching. I am your host, Scott Hill, and pleased and honored to have all of you listening and watching this, whether you're doing it live or on a recorded platform that we are available on. So we do these live when we have a guest worth interviewing, and we do them on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook Live. And then that's where you can also see the recorded version. So we do this podcast for one very simple reason. We love business coaches. We love the work that they do, and we like to highlight the work they're doing. I have been a product of coaching my entire life, from when I was a kid and I had sports and athletic coaching to as an adult, and I have a business coach. And I recommend a business coach to every business owner, and I'm not shy about that. And you'll see why, because we are privileged today to have our guest, Lynn Revest. She's told me it's French, and I could try, but I'm not going to. So we are happy to have you, Lynn. Again, I'm not a big do the introduction for you. I would love to have you introduce yourself and tell our audience about you, please.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, Scott. I love coaches too, and I've hired them throughout my life. So yeah, about me, for my entire career, I've been involved in the digital space. So that means I've been a strategist, a coach, and an account manager, and all, I've had my hands in everything. But then in 2013, I left the corporate world because I wanted to do my own thing. So I started freelancing as an online business manager, which is basically doing most things in an online business, helping other entrepreneurs to, grow their businesses. And I did that for 9 years, loved it. And with one of those businesses, the entrepreneur was kind enough to take me on as a coach. So I started coaching. So starting in 2018, I was doing that with her clients within her programs. So I've gotten to coach, almost not quite 100, but almost 100 people within that program. And I loved it. So when January of this year came, kind of resolutions, I'm like, it's time for me to do this. So I created my Minimalist Biz, which was born from we overcomplicate things, and having seen many different businesses, I knew it could be done in a way that just felt a little more spacious. So
yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. So why do you love coaching so much?
Well, first and foremost, I love entrepreneurs. That's who I coach, and I love these people, which is included, us included. Yeah. Just when you go out and do something on your own, I just have so much respect and admiration for that. Whether it's like what we consider successful, or if you fail many times, I don't care. You're showing up, right? Like Brene Brown says, you're stepping into the arena. And these are the kinds of people I want to surround myself with. And then more than that is midlife entrepreneurs in particular. I believe in the power of the middle. And it's just a really great time to get in and help people at that stage. And, midlife entrepreneurs actually do better than their younger counterparts. So I just love being part of that, of the power of creating your own thing and helping. So that's really
midlife, meaning like people in their 70s, right?
Exactly.
We hope.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
How do you approach coaching? What tell us about how business coaching works? Do you work with a specific type of business, specialize in a niche, that kind of thing?
Right. Yeah. So I specialize, like I said, with midlife entrepreneurs, in particular service-based businesses. So it would be generally it's copywriters, money coaches, leadership coaches, quite a few of those. Those tend to be the ones that I resonate with. Mm-hmm. And then in terms of my kind of coaching, again, my business is Minimalist Biz. It doesn't mean you have to be a minimalist. Again, that was a domain that was available.
Right. And those are hard to come by now.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I'm grabbing it. But it is my philosophy is to simplify, to get clarity. I think we just lack so much clarity. Like with more information, with more options, it is harder to get clear on what the heck you want to do, what the best what the best way for you is. So for me, the approach is to simplify, to get you there, to get you laser focused, and to make things simpler. And then that unleashes a whole lot of good stuff.
I just signed a client this morning, and during the conversation, she was she kind of gave me a compliment about like, it doesn't seem that like that it's that complicated. And I don't use this expression often enough, and I probably should, I guess. And I said, sometimes the beauty is in the simplicity, right?
Yeah.
And that must be what you're about. You're just trying to simplify things. I like the domain name for sure.
Yeah. It's definitely about simplifying. It's not necessarily about being a minimalist, but yeah,
Right.
I've seen people really succeed when they focus, when they specify, when they simplify.
So you probably go in there, look at a lot of complexity and just try to break it down.
Yeah. And it's also at first thing is, how can we have fun? Because the people who come to me are generally just tired. They're at six figures, they're fully booked, but they have no idea how to sustain this in the long term.
Yeah.
And they need to kind of recommit and reconnect to their businesses. And the way to do that is to go, let's find, the levity, the fun in this. And some of it is decluttering, which can be hard for some people, but yeah, it's to find the fun first. That really helps.
Do you take on long-term engagements? What kind of length are your client relationships?
Yeah, right now, and I've been, playing around with that as a fairly new to this. I've tried different offers. I had a done for you offer, which I don't have right now, but I'm also listening to what people want. At the moment, I do have the ability to just do a 1 hour, let's figure some stuff out. Right. But my main package is a recalibration package, a reconnection package. That's 3 months. Okay. And that's every week with some focused longer sessions in between. Yeah, that's really what it is. Because again, I want to be friends with my clients. And so that you need that time. And yeah, so 3 months is, I think, a good sweet spot.
So at least your client base is good at telling stories. I'm not going to hold you to the greatest story ever told, but we do like stories. Is there a story that you have about a client engagement or something that might help us understand, kind of what's going on?
Well, I was struggling, and then I was like, ooh, just recently, luckily, something cool happened. This is a new client, and we were, a lot of people do struggle with letting go of certain things. It's the loss aversion that we have. We've put in a lot of work, and it's like, I don't want to let go of this. And that was just part of the process. And then I thought, this whole power of the middle is a big thing for me. And the idea is it's like an hourglass. And when you get to that middle part, that's when you come to this beautiful, lots of stuff. So I actually sent her an hourglass just as a visual reminder. I said, like, this isn't to keep time. I don't even know how long the time is on this. Don't time it, but flip it and watch that middle part to remind you of how much goodness is coming from this. I promise this will happen. And just having that, she felt was really, really helpful. She's like, I kind of have your voice in my head. I see the middle.
Yeah, just a reminder. Yeah.
So I like that. And I'm going to keep doing that. And, I love hourglasses. So
you should probably go to one of those promotional products places and get ones with your name on it.
I could, or I could keep it simple.
Yeah, you can. That's right. Yeah, sorry, adding to a complexity. Yeah. I guess I need you as a coach, just like everybody else. That's awesome. I had a question, but I've forgotten it. So, for listeners, listen, you can comment on this. Lynn and I and our teams will monitor it. If you have questions, you want to ask them publicly, please feel free to do that. That's a great way to connect. But Lynn, for business owners who this all resonates with, how can they learn more and get in contact with you?
Right. So minimalistbiz.com. And there you can book either a free call or you can sign up for what I call my sweet and simple Sunday letter. So that's my Sunday emails that go out with, the good stuff to make your business and life.
Well, I'm getting on that. So I'll sign up for that.
Good stuff.
So that's great. So appreciate you coming on. We'll have you on again.
Thank you.
Any parting words or tips or anything that we can?
Again, I just, know that there's power in the middle.
Yeah. That's a good thing to remember. Well, always appreciate you, Lynn. Good seeing you again. And we'll catch up soon.
Okay.
And for anybody who wants to share this, sharing this podcast for all the people who are fans of Lynn. This is a great way. It's sort of a soft referral. You can share, you can cheer on Lynn by way of a share and all that, and that's a good way of exposing Lynn to more of her potential audience and those business owners that really need her. So again, Lynn, have a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.